Yo.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Good job, Larry. Numbers. You're doing good. Numbers. Hey, talking to me.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Blunt Kings podcast, episode 22, Deuce, the only show where the facts stay high and the hosts stay even higher. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
A-Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle, the A-O-Fail.
And if you're new here, congratulations. You just stumbled onto the most accidentally educational weed-powered history class on the internet.
Oh, man, that's right there. And if you're returning there, you already know the rules. Light up, lock in there, and, don't ask us how we remember all this hip-hop history shit there when we fucking can't, when we forget where our keys are on the daily, so.
Yo, now listen, this week in rap, December 15th through the 21st, bro, it might be the most chaotic rap week in history. We're going to break it down, and we're going to see the craziest December week that hip-hop's ever had, honestly.
Man, albums dropping, beef is popping, you know what I mean? Labels melting down there. Fuck, man. Rappers reconciling there, you know what I mean? Rappers fighting again. It's basically a season finale of culture every damn year.
Oh, yeah. We got legends being born, classics dropping, lawsuits flying, rappers tweeting like they just smoked the wrong strain, and enough drama to roll a backwood out of. This is Blunt Kings, episode 22, Deuce. Let's get into it. Hey, Omega, how's your week been, bro?
Yo, man, this week has been crazy there. You know what I mean? As far as that there, you know what I mean? Us saving the world every day on the daily. You know what I mean? We had some, we just found out that we had to take on some, another facility that what we work at there and what we do there. We have found out that our company partnered with another building, so now we got to take on.
We're just monopolizing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know what you mean. Now we have to take over the responsibilities of a whole nother facility, and hopefully a raise comes with that shit. But if not, we're gonna keep working on this shit till we make our own raises. Blunt Kings podcast. Let's see.
How's your week been?
It's been good. You know what? I bumped some new sugar-free. The Book of Game. There's a song called The Book of Game by some KT Foreign, I believe is the name of the rapper, and he had Sugar Free as the feature. Sugar Free as features is probably one of the illest feature you can get in hip hop. Honestly, he does really well when it comes to features, really well as a solo artist. But like for some reason, I feel like Sugar Free definitely shines on features. What do you think, Ayo?
Man, every time I hear him on the feature there, he always saying some shit that's real relevant there. But motherfuckers just too pimp with it, dog. You know what I mean? Like on the real though, for sure, man. Fucking says, bitch, I'm the type of nigga that'll fucking warm up a honey bun and slap you on the back with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck says that? Microwave a honey bun and slap you on the back with it. They're like, ow. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my mama.
One of the funniest lines that I've ever heard, I think it was on it was either on a Burner album or the Schoolboy Q album when he was doing a feature, and he was like, what do you say? He's all, now fuck a bitch. Steve Harvey said, name one thing you do in the morning. The bitch said, suck a dick. That was one. And then he said, there's another one. He's all, this is some sugar-free toughener. If she says she has a bunch of play brothers and play cousins, they fucking her.
He retarded. There,
he's one of the illest. I don't know.
So you was bumping the new one there, and it was pretty good though.
Oh yeah. What did he say? He said he's all. He said something like, "Oh, give me a minute. I'll carry the 2. I'll be 62 in January or some shit. I'll be 52 in January." Like just shit like that. Like where does this fucking mind go? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Sugar Free. Definitely one of the illest lyricist and guy that knows how to ride a beat and bring that fucking rhyme back when you least expect it and fucking hit you right in the face with it. Yeah, shout out to him. All right, let's get along with the show, dog. Mm-hmm. Let's see, where was I?
New drops.
Yeah, new drops. I just gotta find the page real quick.
Yeah, new drops there. We got some new heat coming from the East Coast.
Conway the Machine YCKGWB, the new project from the gritty Buffalo MC, listed to drop on calendars this week. Conway the Machine is 1/3 of Griselda, am I right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got Benny,
And
Benny Conway, and then fuck. I'm sorry that I smoked entirely way too many blunts today, though.
Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, and that third one, watch, let's look it up.
Man, we so high right now.
But watch,
folks.
keep talking though. What do you know about
But
about
the
Conway?
Griselda there, you know what I mean? The Conway the Machine there for sure. You know what I mean? He's too butter with it, man. You know what I mean? He like a new age motherfucking he remind me of Face back in our day, in our prime, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Face mixed with meth, you know what I mean, with Tikal.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's like what I get from him, because he's always painting a story. They always talking some shit, and then just the way that their word pronunciation, the way that they put their words together to portray that is motherfucking just, it's a masterpiece, man. It's beautiful the way that they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But Conway though, he's crazy with that.
Oh, West Side Gun
Mm-hmm.
is the third member. I think we always forget that, because it's not that his name is hard to remember. It's just like there's a lot of West Side and there's a lot of Gun in the game. You know what I mean? So it's just like hard to remember that too. But yeah, shout out to Griselda, man. Conway the Machine. What were you saying though?
No. They just on point. You know what I mean? They remind me of their newer version of like, you know, like a Woo.
Like the mafioso rap though, like
Yes.
the new Raekwon, new Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, it's
new,
that mafioso drug
Yeah.
music cartel, organized, real slick, real
grimy ass boom bap
pimping
beats.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love it. I fucking love the fuck out of it there for sure. Keep that shit pumping, son.
Yo,
What
moving
up,
along.
Dad?
Bun B and Statik Selektah dropping Trillstatik 5. Southern rap meets classic boom bap. The EP/LP fusion is coming soon.
Ooh.
You like Bun B and Statik Selektah?
Bro, man, yeah. We all told the story about you getting me back to fucking hook up with the group there with the Statik Selektah concert there, motherfucking lie, nigga.
Oh yeah.
That was some funny ass shit.
So
man.
one time we were opening up for it was King Crooked, aka Crooked Eye. We were opening up for him at Bert's Tiki Lounge right before they closed down, and it was being thrown by a guy named Statik G.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Statik G. He's like, I believe he's like a white rapper from Colorado or something like that. But anyway, he was promoting this show, and the only way I can get Omega to go with us, and this was in Albuquerque, like 2017. And I was like, bro, Statik Selektah is gonna be there, and I was like, and I showed him the thing, and it just said Statik G on it, but
I was like, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there, yo.
I
It's Statik Selektah, fuck yeah.
I was able to convince Omega to come.
I got there and I'm like, man,
to the
this ain't
show
no
off that.
Statik Selektah, man.
He's
I was
like, where's
what the
Statik
fuck?
Selektah? I was like, oh no, Statik G, but thanks for coming, dog. Oh man, I'm an asshole.
Already got me on that one, this motherfucker, yo. For real.
All right, Shy Glizzy. I was actually being humble. The DMV trap release spotlighting regional rap innovation will be dropping this week as well, along with Bones, DeathBecomesHim, cloud rap / underground rap project dropping this week as well. And we got 21 Savage as well dropping What Happened to the Streets, the highly anticipated studio album from 21 Savage, released December 12th with major features and deep ATL trap sound.
That one's crazy.
Yeah, 21 Savage is funny. I seen him on this interview this week. Just a bunch of clips circulating about how he's backtracking about ratting, right? Like he's saying that he would definitely he was saying like he's off. Me and my mans were riding around, and my mans didn't make it after we were done, and the cops pulled me over. Then definitely everything in the car and everything that got done was his. Yeah, and they're just giving him a bunch of shit like, hey, isn't that ratting? Weren't you just calling Tekashi 6ix9ine a rat? But now you're just saying it's okay to rat, and now you're setting the flag even farther and farther and farther when it comes to this ratting acceptance in the culture. So 21 Savage, you just got trolled the fuck out of this week as well by Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Crazy.
You sent me the clip.
Yep.
Tekashi 6ix9ine was dressed up like one of those
Founding forefathers of America.
like how we did ourselves for the Crash Out a couple episodes back. and he was just basically saying, do you not love yourself? Do you not love your country? And just giving him all kinds of shit, trolling him on the fact that he's from the UK and he went to Atlanta to be a rapper, a gangster rapper at that. And then and it's just so funny.
It was
you
wild.
You guys got
to
to see it.
There.
Yeah.
I was just dying there. I was like, if anybody I got to send this to on this entire planet right now, it was you, dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know, because you've been getting off on him for a while there. You know what I mean? But like, you know, he's funny as an entertainer as opposed to. I mean, I like him more so now. Like, I'll say that again when I first said it. I like him more now as an fucking entertaining person than actually a rap entertainer.
Yeah.
If that makes fucking sense.
Well,
he's hilarious.
This is what I'll say, right? And this is what everybody is also probably afraid to say. When he first started dropping music, before any of the rat shit came out, before any of the controversy, everybody loved the fucking music. I don't give a fuck who you were. You loved that fucking.
I mean, I didn't. Honest to Pete there,
No.
dog. I don't have one Tekashi 6ix9ine song.
No,
in my
I'm not
playlist.
saying you have to save it, but like if you heard it, like when at the time when it came out, you weren't.
Well, I mean, it was undeniable.
There was no reason to turn it off, right? At that point.
I mean, I did.
Well,
I always change the channel. You know me, I'm a fucking ass.
Well, you like bars, like straight bars, right?
Yeah, I'm
and I know
always
that,
doing my
right?
fucking
So like,
shit.
so I know why you would turn it off, because you would hear just the screaming right away. But what I did is, you know how I do. I dissect things with my ears, right?
You do a little
with
different
everything.
process
I
there,
could
yeah.
love it. I could hate it. If I hate it, I listen to it one more time just to make sure I'm giving a precise reason why I hate it. And it's funny because people wanted to argue with us about an Eminem clip that I posted, and I was like, respectfully, like, it's cool to defend Eminem, but like to defend Eminem against our own opinion of him is just like, it's not gonna fly. Like, we already know how we feel about the guy. We love to talk shit about anybody that does something wrong or weird in the industry, if you will. We did talk some mess about Tekashi at the time whenever we didn't understand the whole story, but now that I got the whole story, yeah, you guys need to really chill on this narrative that you're like, oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine's a snitch, but it's all good for Gunna and it's all good for Young Thug and it's all good for 21 Savage to be setting the goalpost on what snitching is and what isn't. Like, you guys are really being picky choosy. So my point goes back to this. Like, well, the first time I heard Tekashi 6ix9ine, I was like, this is different. This is like kind of like where rap's going with the Trippie Reds and like XXX Tentacion and Lil Peep and Lil TJ and stuff like that, right?
Lil Pumps and all
Lil
those.
Pump, yeah. So I was like, well, this is where it's going, so I have to respect it when I listen to it as a listener, right? I have to go, I'm listening to it from the perspective of the era that it's supposed to be coming out in, right? I don't just I try not to listen to it with my
Biased
with
or
my
prejudiced
my
or-
boom
yeah,
bap ear, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I'll hear, and like E.L.E made a really good point about rappers that in this new generation, they do say really dope ass shit and metaphors in a way that like boom bap rappers wouldn't be able to design that line that way because of the beat structure or even the rhyming structure that comes with writing those kind of beats, right?
Yes, correct.
So I do give mad respect to every rapper that raps until they give me a reason not to respect them, right? Or a reason to turn the music off. So I know why you did, because you heard the screaming, right? And then I listened past it and I was like, this guy is really provocative. He's one of a kind. And on top of that, he's Latin. So I was like, I definitely have to go.
And colorful.
And he's colorful. I have to show this dude some love because, you know, I feel like his personality definitely matches ours. Like when we go and talk shit about people, like when we're eating or cooking and, and we hear someone or we see a reel and we talk shit.
Well, when he started laughing at fucking Neon's pepperonis there, you know what I mean? That was the shit, dog. You know what I mean?
And that reminds me of like literally anytime we've ever hung out with people that are like-minded, like we could tease the homies for having pepperoni nipples and it's
or
funny,
satellites
or whatever. And
yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all good. Like he's not gonna want to fight us.
I just like kind of
Like he'll say something back, right? He'll say something that
you have a big nose.
yeah, fuck you, 4 eyes or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love it. Like we love. It's called Caria where we come from.
Caria.
It's called giving each other shit or snapping or whatever the fuck what they call it in other cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like
the other parts.
so you guys really got to break it down and be like, I mean,
I'm just busting your balls.
Yeah, these guys are just busting each other's balls at the end of the day. Everyone's a millionaire. Everyone's rich. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So when I say fuck Eminem, I definitely do not expect people to come on here and be like, bro, just give me a chance to come argue with you on your show. Like, what are you going to argue? Like, you're not going to change my mind, so why bring you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we started this show initially to not have to argue with people there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We just want to give our honest opinion there and our little fact of knowledge there. You know what I mean? Take it with a grain of salt there, or blow it out like the dust in the Southwest. You know what I mean? That's what it is. There.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in.
With that being said, let's get the fuck into the show. This is Blunt Kings episode 22, December 16th. Let's read that shit from you real quick. Yo.
December 16th there. I think we got the 15th, right?
Oh, you're right.
Man, yeah.
December 15th, Dr. Dre drops The Chronic in 1992, one of the most influential albums in rap history. It introduced G-Funk and launched Death Row's mainstream domination. Eazy-E responded a couple weeks later with Real Motherfucking G's. This week essentially ignited the Dre versus Ruthless war.
That one was heavy, dog. Like I said, you know what I mean? We talked about this already on other previous shows for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But those two created the beef. Excuse me.
No, you're good. No, I know what you mean. So
those ones where you actually saw like rap beefs
Yeah.
going on in the music videos there.
Yeah.
You know, with little Eazy-E there, you know what I mean? He was I think he was E.L.E. that played Eazy-E.
It was E.L.E., yeah.
It was E.L.E. there that had the dreads and, you know, had the fucking Pendleton, you know what I mean? The plaid, the blue, and, on the side of the highway dancing and shit with the little flying the kite,
the dude that gets punched on top of the head in fucking Players Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smoke it. Yeah. But that shit was heavy though. But I mean, man, it changed the game.
I definitely remember hearing those songs coming out back to back, and it was like we said this on the last episode when this came up. We didn't have no social media, so when you hear Dre Day come out, and then you hear Real Motherfucking G's, and you hear the Bow Wow Wow,
Yep.
and all that coming back and forth, and you literally had to buy every album to hear that shit. And we were lucky enough to either have owned the albums already, or
We found somebody that had it on CD and we could burn it on cassette.
yeah, shout out to my cousin Diego. I'll say that again.
Shout out to Pa Dukes.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Bob. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, December 15th, the same day. Let's see. Busta Rhymes drops Extinction Level Event, The Final World Front, 1998. Critically acclaimed album showcasing Busta's rapid fire delivery and cinematic themes. Do you remember that album?
98 there. Yeah, man. He was at that time there, that's where like, put your hands where my eyes can see. If you really want to fuck with me. You know what I mean? Woo-ha!
Oh, she cutie, yo. I want to take her home and get all in her booty, yo. Yeah.
Can't flag me right there.
Oh,
Got
man.
you there. But yeah, that shit, I mean, everybody bumped that one. Even my mom's. It was like, you know what I mean? Like most of it was just like a good, smooth time to listen to that hip hop there. You know, that's when like most of the adults there, you know what I mean, at that time when their kids was, you know what I mean, y'all born in the, you know, I would say they born in the 60s, the
70s,
50s there, you know what I'm saying, 70s, you know what I mean? By the time it came to the 90s there in the 2000s, they were like, okay, some of this shit's kind of fly. You know what I mean? Like they kind of like turned the leaf like, yeah, some of the shit you is listening to is actually worth the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's hard for a parent to be like, yo, I don't really like the same shit my kids listen to. But again, we came from old school, from decades where decades music was different. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's all integrated together. You know what I mean?
And those are those videos that we did see, like on MTV, first coming out back in the days. Like that's how we
The
got
choreography,
first
right?
access to, yeah, it kind of looked like the Coming to America theme. Remember with all the girls dancing? And,
Yep, I was gonna say that big old shit there.
yeah, all that cool shit.
The black light.
And then December 25th, Brockhampton drops The Saturation 3, 2017. We actually
Brockhampton.
remember we were kind of bumping him earlier. He
Okay.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
he was that guy that kind of sounded like a mixture of like ICP, Eminem, Tech Nine, Twisted with his own kind of twist. You know what I mean?
And Danny.
Yeah, he dropped the Saturation 3 2017, concluding part to his pivotal Saturation trilogy that reshaped hip hop's collective and do-it-yourself ethos. Um, I guess he produces, is what I guess what is what they're saying out of it. He's one of those producer rappers, so that's pretty cool.
He's all self-employed.
Yeah, shout
He's
out
all
to
in all
Brockhampton.
that there for sure. That shit for me there, it kind of reminds me of like when we was hardcore into like our house, our techno, and our rave era.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the latter 90s, mid 90s, latter 90s, early 1000, you know what I mean? Like 2004, you know what I mean? That's when we were still popping.
oh yeah.
We were still really popping and it was on and popping. You know what I'm saying there for sure. But yeah, that sound is like real familiar to me there too. So I'm like, okay, I know it and I enjoyed it there, but I figure for some of these other younger folks that didn't get to enjoy some of those other sounds and songs and feelings, you know what I'm saying?
It was
That's a
experimental. I liked
yeah,
it. Like the
yeah.
rhyming scheme was pretty dope. We like I said,
Yeah, he was pretty complex.
we listened to this album like for
sure.
like 15 minutes before we started recording, so we had like an idea of what this guy was about. Because honestly, like you said, we never heard of him before, so it was nice to throw something fresh on. So yeah, all right. Moving along, December 16th, Gucci Mane, the return of East Atlanta Santa. Why it's pivotal part of Gucci's post-prison creative surge. 3 major releases in 2016 cemented his late 2010s cultural comeback and trap dominance. This is when he came back and everyone kind of thought he was a clone. You remember that shit? When he got out of prison, everyone thought Gucci was a clone.
Yeah, clone, man.
Yeah, I think he is. The only reason I think he is because they did those like those facial things, right?
Gucci
like
walking,
where they like
with the Gucci
the
talking.
original Gucci was fatter and slower a little bit. Like he wasn't as like.
Speech to call it Gucci Man time, but the sitting over here.
And
this
people are gonna
Gucci
argue.
Man run.
People are gonna, oh, he was on lean back then, and then he got fit when he was in prison, and his girlfriend just paid all kinds of money to get his teeth done.
Here, take my millions. I expect you to bring me back some, and please hold me down.
But the real story.
How many women would grab motherfucking Gucci Man's money and run the fuck off?
What she did is she took that money and she said, hey, I'm going to give it to the people that clone people and let's get rid of the real Gucci and bring back this one that I can control and be his handler is what I believe. But we'll save that for the crash out. We're going to do a whole episode on clones and accidental deaths. But yeah, so anyway, Gucci Mane, one of the best. I remember when he was considered literally the best rapper in the game, even over Eminem at one point, where he was making lists that Eminem wasn't even making, and he well deserved it at the time. Definitely one of the most influential trap rappers in the game.
Oh, guaranteed. Fucking T there, yo, for sure. Man,
right.
shout out I remember D, man. D, rest in peace, my friend. My homeboy, man, he always he wanted to turn me on to Gucci.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my homeboy from the town where it goes down from the P.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he passed away from lung cancer there, you know what I mean? Shout out to D. But
Hey,
he was the only speaker there
This
that I
one's
know.
for you, D.
Yeah, man, that's the only speaker that I knew that would bump the Gucci religiously, you know what I mean?
Alien Body D, bro. Rest in peace,
Yo,
bro.
man. Cool ass cat, man, for sure.
Remember when we were getting those Blue Dream plants from his crib and that fucking rattlesnake popped out from under that little trailer?
I was there. I came a little bit after, but y'all was over there.
He chopped the head off, dog. That shit was fun. All right. Same day, December 16, 2016, Kid Cudi drops Passion, Pain, and Demon Slayin. Late period Cudi record exploring mental health themes and alternative hip-hop sounds marks a distinct artistic phase for Cudi. Shout out to Kid Cudi. Definitely saw what happened to you on the Reckoning documentary. We need to watch that after because I need to catch you up on that shit.
I haven't watched none of it there.
So for a lot of you that didn't know, Kid Cudi was hooking up with Cassie at the time when P. Diddy and her were seeing each other. And there was a time where she was wanting to take Kid Cudi hiking with P. Diddy's assistant and herself. And I guess P. Diddy found out about it, picked up the assistant, went to Kid Cudi's house like 15 minutes away with a gun. He was ready to kill him. Kid Cudi wasn't there. He was somewhere with Cassie. They're probably boning it out or whatever. And And yeah, it was just a crazy
It's
story,
heavy
bro.
there. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm ready. to
yeah.
watch
Shout out
some
to
of
Kid
this.
Cudi. Sorry he blew up your car, dog. That sucks.
That's what I was gonna say. I remember something about the vehicle there being,
Yeah,
damaged.
he did. He had his car blown up like casino style, bro.
Man, I guess you just gotta watch out with him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing like Jimmy Fox.
All right, moving on. December 16, 2013. Oh, no, 2003. Sorry. Memphis Bleek drops M.A.D.E. Solid Rockefeller release. Features production by Just Blaze, Kanye, etc. Important for early 2000s East Coast / Rockefeller chronology.
Yeah. You remember that video
Round here.
with the motherfucking rims
Round
spinning,
here.
dog, and the motherfucking
Round
Lambo
here.
fucking doors on the trucks.
Round here.
Boom, boom,
Dog, that was one of the sickest jams ever, dog. That fucker pounded.
boom, boom. Oh, dude,
Round hit.
bro, fuck, man.
Round hit.
I remember
round
the
hit,
fucking
round hit.
spinners, man. Remember the days when the spinners was on point, man. Fuck, you can't fuck around with that, dog.
Who rode spinners? I know.
Yeah,
we rode with some dudes that rode spinners. That's all I'll say.
man, fuck.
But we were like 15, 14, dude. That shit was loco.
Shit, candy sprayed all the whole damn thing.
All right, December 16, 2022, Young Dolph releases Paper Route. Frank. Yo. First posthumous solo LP. I hate that word, posthumous. First posthumous solo LP honoring Young Dolph's street rap legacy, culturally significant in the Memphis rap scene, definitely. Shout out to Young Dolph, rest in peace. One of the greatest. Young. I definitely think that you were taken too soon, but we all know why. You were making it too soon, and it's a damn shame, bro. Rest in peace to Young Dolph.
Man, RIP there, but the whole PRE, they keeping on your legacy. You know what I'm saying? They keeping on the tradition there. You know
Paper
what I'm saying?
Route.
Yep. Glock still doing his thing. You know what I mean? Glock still putting out that music, making sure that shit coming in. Oh, yeah. I just heard there, check this out. I just heard something online there that Dolph's son just bought PRE.
Oh, nice.
From Glock.
Good. That means that means Dolph left him with enough money to do so. Yeah, that's perfect.
And he said, you know what? If anything, I'm gonna make sure that if I go, you're gonna give it back to my fam, cuz.
Fuck yeah.
And that's the way they did that. And I was like, man, that's the craziest thing ever there. You know what I mean? That's a smart, intelligent man.
Rest in peace, Dolph. All right, we're going to take a quick break real quick. When we come back, we're going to talk about Nas, Hip Hop is Dead, Public Enemy's surge and start on the scene. We got beefs for days. It's your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Vallis, my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle, the Ayo Fayo.
We'll be right back. Peace.
Audio music.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Hey, talking to me. Smoke weed every day. Numbers. You're doing good.
Yo. We are back with episode 22 of the Blunt Kings podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle, the Fayo.
Hey, I meant to say T.O. Val too, but you guys already know what's up.
Shit, you already know the name of the game.
All right, jumping right back into the show. December 19th.
Who is?
Oh, my God. Let's see. Where are we at with it? Oh, yeah. Here we go. December 19th, 2006, Nas drops Hip Hop is Dead. A major debate sparkling release from Nas that reignited discussions about his hip-hop's direction and authenticity in the 2000s. Nas reignites Hip Hop is Dead debates December 19th release week. It was like hip-hop civil war. Southern rappers were pissed. UGK, Lil Flip, etc. spoke out. Radio hosts debated the death narrative. And this week reset the decade's biggest cultural argument. What do you think, A. Omega? Did you think that he was making a good point that hip-hop was dead at that point?
At that one there, yeah, because even me, man, at that time in 2006 there, my shit even shifted there. You know what I mean? I I wasn't listening to the same stuff. You know what I mean? That's when the Waynes and all that was going on. You know what I mean? Go DJ.
You were
know
heavy
what I
on
mean?
Big
Like,
Crit, right?
Yeah, I was on the Crit. I was listening to some of his stuff at the time. Well, no, Crit wasn't out until about 8
Oh, okay.
8 to 10. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Was that time there? But that was the shift
But
over from
2006, we were definitely listening to like Lil Flip, Bun B.
it was. I was actually like I was to honest to Pete there, man. That's
More
when I was
so.
on my I was on a little bit of a fucking little different ride on that time there. 2006. I remember I was still working at the opera.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? We were doing stuff together there, right? You know what I mean? We were still doing. You know what I mean?
Sanctified
we were
Poets.
doing the Sanctified.
I think we
there.
dropped like I think that same exact year. I want to say like
You know what I mean?
like around November, December of 2006 is when we actually dropped that album, and then Hip Hop Is Dead came out right after.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like he had like 50% of a right point, right? Like he was kind of speaking from the point of like the bars and the metaphors and the similes, and that being like the bar that was raised, that part was dead. And this new hip hop, T-Pain,
The auto tune
rap, a lot of South rap, a lot of Midwest rap was coming out at the time. A lot of still
Texas, a lot of Texas
Texas,
there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They was all up on that.
So I think that's what he meant, like when the whole hip hop is dead narrative was being spread. Because then you go and listen to that album, and then you listen to any rap album after that album. I think that was one of the last rap albums that actually had, you know, those album cuts that really make your arms hair stand up and
Right.
get goosebumps and like,
Yeah, yeah.
damn, I didn't even know like someone can make a song about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like Blunt Ashes, for example. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. I watched the blunt ash fall into the ashtray type shit, but then I remember the verse 3, like the first 2 verses are sick. He's giving like some like historical musical history behind it, you know what I mean? And then the third verse he's talking about how they put the ashes from somebody passed away into the diamond, and he was talking about that at the beginning of the song too, you know what I'm saying? And it's just
Yeah, the Diamond Blunt.
yeah, so it was just like when you listen to that song and you're in 2006 and you're smoking a blunt, listening to Blunt Ashes, like that's the that's the
nostalgic
feeling.
there,
That's the feeling
yeah.
I'm telling you about. Like you get a nostalgia feeling right then and there, and you know you're gonna get that feeling every time you hear this song.
It's gonna be a classic.
From that point on, is what I'm trying to say. And I think those kind of album tracks are kind of been thrown and pushed out the window because they're creative, they're provocative, and they get people in their creative zone like, damn, I want to push the bar and make a song even more creative than that, or just as creative. And that kind of went out the window, you know what I mean?
I got you. I feel you there, man. You know, you know me. I'm one of those people that I still, when I hear a song there and I know it, I mean, my hair will still stand up on my arms. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it right away. I'm like, oh shit, I got the chills. You know what I mean? Like that's the jam right there. That's the note. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Yeah.
that's what you know what I mean. The hip hop is dead. There, kind of, you know, shook the whole body of hip hop culture like that. You know what I mean? To let
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like,
no
hey,
doubt.
you know what? I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, and that's what it is.
Even Play On Playa with Snoop, like just that beat, super sick. Like it doesn't sound like a West Coast or an East Coast beat. It's just one of those bounty ass beats, and the shit that they're saying on it, dog. Like, fuck, bro. I can't even think of that line that I want to say. But there's just so many dope lines on that shit. Even Snoop comes with it, dog. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's like those songs don't happen anymore,
Nope.
and it's sad. The people from that era try to re-emulate shit like that, but there's only a select few that actually can
do it.
really pull through and do that shit. Like,
And that's the OGs.
yeah,
That's the OGs. You
the
know
ones
what I
that
mean?
created the fucking
That's
wave.
the 40 Waters. That's the Shorts. You know, those the Cubes. You know what I'm saying?
The Nas's,
The Snoops.
the Jay-Z's, yeah, for real.
The Yassins. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. Moving along. Let's see. 1987, Public Enemy's Rise becomes undeniable. December 15th through 21, press cycle around this week. Critics declared Public Enemy the most important rap group of the decade.
Oh.
After Yo bum rushed the show and started penetrating a year ends list. This week, marks mainly mainstream recognition of militant / political rap, and Public Enemy is definitely that.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing Public Enemy and Flava Flav on Yo MTV Raps as a kid. Definitely skimming through the channels and stuff like that. I wasn't really too like super into rap at the moment, but I would watch it. You know what I mean? And it was just a cool time to be alive, just to watch these guys go at the government and go at the world with their political standpoint. You know what I mean? When
And the
rhyming
police.
fashion, and they went at the police.
Mm-hmm.
Flava Flav was just that perfect
Poster.
hype man and poster child for just like the energy behind it. You know what I mean? Like, even though he wasn't doing too much of the rhyming, he was still getting his message across with that voice and that excitement of yelling.
It takes one and the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had one and two, you know what I mean? The DJ and the MC, you know what I mean? Like, and for those cats there, man, I remember listening to them, and then, man, I used to collect, you remember Yo MTV rap cards?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
I never had them, but I remember them. Yeah.
I still got a box of unopened Yo MTV rap cards.
No, we got to. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to
Yo,
open them for the
for
fucking
real,
for the
dog.
grand finale of.
Yeah, they'll
of
trip
this
the
year's
fuck
show,
out
yeah.
there. I got like a whole box that you would get at like KB Toy Store. Like from that era, from
Maybe
like
we
the
shouldn't open them. We'll just
90s,
look at them. We'll
dog,
just
you know
like,
what I mean?
like, hey, look at a pack, and
Like
just
for
kidding.
real, yo, tease the shit out.
But that
of
sucks though.
everybody,
Like
man.
you want to open those, dog. Like even though they might be worth something in the future. Like the
I
next,
think I like some Terminator 2 ones as well.
yeah, save those.
Like for the
Save those for sure.
He's like, save them
But
ones.
let's open up the rap ones. No, I'm just kidding. All right, moving on. 1995, December 18th through 20th. 20th.
20th.
Yeah, 20th.
20th.
We had Suge Knight versus Puff Daddy. So during the Source Awards Aftermath, national press revisited the feud this specific week in 1995, further polarizing East versus West Coast beef. Death Row's aggressive press runs heightened the tension and narrative heading into 1996.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That was pivotal, bro. You know what I mean? Because who died heading in 96? Pac died in 96.
Mm-hmm.
Who died a year later? 97.
Biggie.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit transpired within a year of each other, so coincidentally.
And that's funny you said 1997 because that's when Puff Daddy, his legal / media storm started to happen. Puffy faced multiple lawsuits and media heat around this exact week. It sparked one of the earliest mogul under fire waves in hip hop press history. So I believe that was literally right after Biggie died.
All this shit just transpired like that. That's when he started boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And then he went,
Good.
then
I'm-
he went
I'm
silent.
glad.
But then he went silent.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he went untouchable
No, yeah.
for a long time.
And now he's touchable and being touched in prison probably. And I'm super happy for everything that's going to happen to Puff Daddy. Not in some spiteful way, but like this energy in me tells me that like this is like Biggie and Pac saying like, oh, tell him, Val. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like that's how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
and Tupac telling A Omega, hey motherfucker, you better spit that real shit and tell him how it is, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like that's the energy we feel when we jump into this or crash out the sitcom. Like we're doing it for those that had a voice, and that voice was ripped from right under the rug from them. You know what I mean? And this is us giving our energy back for them.
We here all day.
Yeah. Let's see. 1998, Busta Rhymes.
Woo-ha!
And Leaders of the New School, Tension resurfaced December 15th, E.L.E. week. That was when that album came out that we talked about earlier.
Okay.
While this is not a diss beef, Busta's album rollout triggered renewed discussion of his fallout with Leaders of the New School. Yeah. This week is recognized as the moment Busta fully stepped into his solo superstar status and started taking the world by storm with Busta Rhymes, you know?
Leaders of the New School there, you know what I mean? They were they was the boom bap, you know what I mean? They was up there with like, you know what I mean, native tongues, you know what I mean? Like
Another first for the videos, by the way, that I've seen on MTV for sure. That one of Leaders of the New School where Busta Rhymes had the eraser fade or whatever.
Yep. That was the old school times like that. So he been around. Busta been on the scene a lot longer than everybody think there. You know what I mean? we all know him from solo Busta, and this is at that pivotal point in '98.
Yeah, that's
You know
when
what I mean?
That's when it first started off. Yeah.
That shit was a trip. But Busta there, you know what I mean? Innovator there, rocked with anybody who's anybody there on this earth as far as artists.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He worked with everybody.
Did you see that clip where that influencer was like, "Hey, I'm here with fucking Tracy Morgan," and he was standing right next to Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes like literally almost beat the fuck out of him.
Hey man,
he's like, "Hey, turn off the cameras." Hey, like, what'd you say, bro? What?
Tracy Morgan?
You trying to be funny or what the fuck? Like, it got heated pretty quick. Yeah. So shout out to Busta for not taking no shit from these new influencers trying to troll you on some Tracy Morgan shit, homie. Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's some fucking wildness.
All right, moving along. 2000, Eminem versus ICP hits court news again. We're probably going to get argued with every Eminem fan in the world from this. December 18th to 21st, the beef repeatedly resurfaced during December thanks to new interviews. The third week of December 2000 saw another wave of this feud hitting MTV News. So the ICP versus Eminem. Which, in my opinion, Eminem definitely lost the beef. I remember there were stories of how it hit the streets. Like Eminem pulled out a gun and
see now you know a lot more of this in depth.
He pistol whipped like one of the ICP security guards or some shit like that. I don't know. It was something weird, but yeah, they definitely one of the realest beefs that actually ever happened in rap history, where like both camps really got violent with each other. Like it was really on some crazy shit. ICP dropped a song called Slim Anus, one of the funniest diss tracks in history, like literally the most comedic diss track in history. It's literally Jamie Madrox pretending to be Eminem, spitting the whole track. It's fucking hilarious. Shout out to Jamie Madrox, shout out to Violent J for pulling that shit off. Shout out to Shaggy 2 Dope, Monoxide Child. Like
that was crazy.
That definitely was one of the groups that was able to fight back and really won the actual beef. You know, Eminem's rich and powerful, blah blah blah. But as far as like somebody that really went up against Eminem and didn't lose not one step in their career, shout out to ICP, man, for sure.
Oh.
You remember that shit, huh?
Oh man, that was breathless, dude. When
I remember ICP.
Out, I was just like,
ICP fans.
I was laughing so much I couldn't catch my motherfucking breath when I heard that, dog. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck did he?
But Eminem did fire back on the Marshall Mathers LP. I'm not gonna lie. He for that song, I'm Marshall Mathers. I'm just a white guy from Detroit that just disses all the pop stars, or whatever he said. I forgot, but but yeah, moving along. 2002. Yeah. Let's see, where did it go? Oh yeah. 2002, Jay-Z versus Nas officially declared their beef as squashed. December 20th. The press confirmed after years of battle. Outlets reported the beef winding down this week, and the definite influence future hip hop diplomacy. There we go. I don't know. I'm high. But anyway, this was the week and the day that Jay-Z and Nas squashed their beef. They went on stage together. Do you remember that shit when they went on stage and they were just repping Nas and Jay-Z? We squashed the beef.
Like we're good.
Two entities of hip hop came together. We're chilling. I do remember that. And
both of them are successful men right now.
Oh yeah. And I was kind of mad though.
Time's over.
I was mad. I was like, the only reason Jay-Z reconciled because he couldn't beat Nas and he knew it. Ether was definitely the one of, like, I would say like number 2 on the best diss tracks from hip hop in all time, and number 1 would be Hit 'Em Up. Always, it's always gonna be Hit 'Em Up.
Yep.
Everybody knows that.
Yep.
2010s. Let's see. Moving along.
Shit, man. We just running through these, man.
We got Chief Keef versus Chicago Rivals. Heats up December 15th through 20th. Social media tensions between Keef, Lil JoJo, and affiliations and various Chicago crews spiked this week. This period helped define the national awareness of Chicago drill beefs. Do you remember this shit, Ao?
This wasn't on my my radar.
Nah, me neither. Like I said,
Honest to Pete, there. Like, I mean, I heard like a song or two from Keith Chief at that time in 2012, but
I'll say this a million times. Like,
yeah.
we'd probably be in prison if we're influenced by the drill music at this time. Like let's see, 2010. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I would have definitely been going around on the streets doing some crazy shit with the homies if I was influenced by drill music for sure. And I'm glad I wasn't. I'm glad.
Get my shy steal on and do some dumb shit.
Shout out to hip hop lyricism. You definitely saved my life.
Their lives there for sure. Talking about, you know what I mean? We say lives every day there, man. Y'all lyricism from the old school days.
I'd hate to take
man.
lives, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like y'all saved us, man. Hip hop saved my life. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
For
All
real.
right, moving on. 2014, Lil Wayne vs. Birdman. Cash Money explodes December 17th with a public tweet. Wayne tweeted, he was a prisoner of Cash Money around this week. Marked the beginning of the Wayne versus Birdman era defining label war. Basically what's happened, he was a slave. He was working like one for many years, not getting paid
Shit,
nearly
14, right?
nearly as much.
I think you started like working with him when he was about 14 years old. Man.
I believe so. Yeah, 14, 15 is when Lil Wayne started riding around with Birdman, if I'm not mistaken. Birdman got him, inducted to the Cash Money ways at that age, if you must say, if you will. I can't really dive deep into it. I wasn't there, but from what I've heard, Lil Wayne has gained a lot of experience of being adult at a very young age, and it's going to be like one of those stories that when he tells his story in the end, it's going to be kind of like one of those childhood Hollywood star kind of stories. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to Lil Wayne, man. Sorry you have to go through all that shit. Birdman, I guess, is doing his thing now with NBA YoungBoy. Hopefully it's not the same situation. We've said that before.
Yep.
Let's see. Moving along. We got Drake versus Meek Mill. The fallout was still active December 18th through 21. Meek Mill violated probation and went back to court. Drake fans revived the diss track memes and narratives. December 2015 is known as the second wind of the feud, and it started back up around this time. And then I believe it ended like a couple months after he dropped the back-to-back or whatever.
Those ones there, I know my brother-in-law, man, he was real big into that beef at that time. He would like kind of show it to me, back and forth, like, yo, check out this song. He like send me the back and forth, you know what I mean, between them. And I was just like, I mean, that kind of little beef was good for them at that time, you know what I mean? Because their songs were similar. They were real bouncy and light and airy. They weren't real gritty, you know what I mean? As opposed to this beef fucking tracks that we see now that are hard, like the Kendrick fucking, Kendrick Drake beef.
Yeah.
Those ones were like very, very soft. There was like
the only line,
there was like slap boxing beef.
Yeah, the only
like
line
blows,
I could really remember, and it was kind of like a knockout line from Drake to Meek Mills, is when he said, "This isn't what she meant when she told you to open up more." When he was talking about when Meek Mill went on tour with Nicki Minaj. I thought that was the hardest line, dog, out of the whole beef, dog. Like, where he's like, "This isn't like just because opening up for her show doesn't mean opening up more to her." You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was the funniest line out of the whole beef. So shout out to Drake, dude. Like, sometimes these little clever ass little fucking lines that Drake does say, I'm just like, fuck, man. I'm like,
where the fuck did
you
pull that out?
It had to have been
bro?
6 people making up that line.
Yeah, we're like, where did you pull that out of, son? For real, though. We know.
Right?
We know.
All right, moving along. 2016, Kanye West mental health collapse and beef ripple. Post-hospitalization headlines revised. Tensions with Jay-Z. Title disputes. St. Pablo tour rant. We'll get to that. The cultural temperature spike. Fans question the inner workings of the biggest duo in hip-hop. Do you remember that? And he was like, "Hey, Jay-Z, don't come after me, dog. Don't send your shooters after me, dog." Do you remember when he went on that big old rant?
Yeah.
That was on this tour, and this is when he was kind of like going through his mental health collapse. From what I understand, the Kardashian mom was the one that was getting him prescribed all these meds and trying to like literally like get out him. You know what I mean?
Scare him.
Yeah. No, like the movie Get Out.
Oh, right.
Like, that's what they were trying to do. The Kardashians were literally trying to keep Kanye as like some kind of like drugged up mental
Victim.
like prisoner slave. Yeah, like
Hey, we'll take
and-
care of you. You're
yeah.
good.
and I think there's a documentary coming out that was produced and directed by Kanye, and it has a lot of that footage of that he took while he was in that household. So it's gonna be pretty crazy to see.
That's another one there too. Everybody just be filming nowadays. You know, you gotta. Wow, that's crazy that you can't even go to nobody's house without filming, having your camera on like this.
Yeah.
You're like that. How you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you, man.
And that's kind of scary too. Like
up,
I wonder what kind of things that he did catch.
No wonder
and,
we don't go out, dog.
Did see while he was at the Kardashian house. Now he's like really upset because his daughter North is like starting to dress up like in this gothy, like satanic almost. It's like blue but and black, like it almost looks like holy but evil at the same time.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
The blue contacts with the black lipstick and shit. Like
No, she just did what did I see that my sister was sent me something about her that saying she went to like that Butter Belly festival in L.A. where like those weird little like you seen the picture like the guy and his face and like all these kids are jumping into like this pool, right? And like you see the guy's arms like sticking up out of like the pool, but it's like a little foam pool, right? But there's like a guy's head in it there and it looks like it's a bath. And all these children are swimming in this kind of like little like open little.
the
It's like a
industry's
weird,
disgusting, bro.
yeah. It was.
Like,
It's something that's going on like an art display thing there.
It's not art.
Yeah.
Well, they say it's art. That's how they cover it up. But then
And
you
yeah.
look back at it and it's somebody like, oh, this is the. I want to hang this picture up in my
Yeah.
room. Look,
And then there's
there's Northwest.
There's this picture of this person, right? There's a picture of Northwest. She grabs like this little ladle thing there, right? And like pours it on this little dude thing. And then there's like this guy that looks like a green screen, no face. You can't see anything. And it's like the same yellow color as, you know, the color theme in the room at the time there. You know what I mean? Very odd, I thought. And I was like, okay, what's this about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I put them together there, like the one where the kids are swimming in that little weird pool with the guy's like head sitting out of the water, like, you know, looks submerged in the knees and that. And it was just really odd. It was really odd there. And then I pieced it together that that's the same festival thing, like the Butter Belly or Butter Baby Festival, some shit like that.
Butter Baby. I bet you that's what it's called.
Yeah,
And-
I was
and-
tripped out, dog.
and
I
that's
was
even
like,
a
what the
trip.
fuck? You know what I mean? It kind of bugged me out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want what the hell are my kids doing? They look like they're pouring, you know, drink on like sacrificial wine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just I got a weird vibe off of that one for sure.
Oh man! All right, moving along. 2017, Joe Budden versus the Migos. We talked about that a little bit last week.
Yeah, the Migos one that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we talked about them in the crash out. Let's see. 2018. That was the beginning of the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. Continuation of the beef from December 17th to the 21st. This week saw multiple subtweets and interview moments, publications recap the shoe throwing incident, and tensions continued into 2019. This is all just fucking media. What is it? Jargon?
Yeah, just gossip.
Yeah.
Chisme.
All right. 2020, Megan Thee Stallion versus 20 Lane.
Tory.
20 Lanes. Tory Lane's case dominates the 15th through the 21st. The court hearing updates. Third week of December 2020 included legal filings and new details. One of the most covered rap conflicts of the decade. Still an ongoing unsolved case. I believe once they bring out all the actual information, then Tory Lanez will definitely get the justice he deserves. So shout out to Tory Lanez. Keep your head up, dog.
That's real.
One of the first rappers to make $1 million in less than 1 minute, or how long did it take? Like 20 minutes or some shit like that when he was selling his album as an NFT. Dog, that shit was unbelievable. All right, moving along. Kanye versus Drake. The Cold War ends December 15th at the Larry Hoover benefit concert. Ye and Drake performed together on December 15th, officially ending a multi-year beef, one of the biggest reconciliations in rap history, like how Nas and Jay-Z reconciled.
Yeah.
So like this is crazy. Like a lot. I've noticed this is like a trend. December had a lot of beefs and a lot of reconciliations and a lot of like misunderstandings and court drama. Like this is getting out of hand, dude.
Yep. December's crazy like that.
All right, we got like 3 more minutes to go. I'm gonna
Depressing
go through
month.
this real quick. 2022, Gunna was released from jail. 2023, the Diddy abuse allegations start surging. December 18th to the 21st. 2024 is when. See, remember last week I said all this week was missing was the Kendrick and Drake beef starting, and that's when it started the week after. Yeah, so that's crazy.
In 24.
2025 ongoing conflicts. This year is still Diddy versus 50 Cent, 50 Cent versus Ja Rule. It's like a love triangle from hell. Let's see.
Fucked up, dog. You know what I mean?
Let's see. We're gonna get legal updates on the YSL Megan / party split commentary. I don't know what.
We'll see what's up.
This week is just nuts, and we're gonna
wild
get
so
next week. We're gonna get into the week of Christmas as far as hip hop is concerned. But like, it seems like these first 3 weeks leading up to Christmas are just full of beef, reconciliations, lawsuits, etc., etc., etc. What do you say,
And
A.O.?
starting it up there in the new year, gotta go to court, gotta go to court, gotta go to court. Straight up there, gotta pay the bill, gotta go to court, gotta pay the fee. Straight up.
I can't calm down. I'm gonna be indicted.
You know.
Indicted.
But we could have, you know what I mean? Instead of that, there, instead of spending all your money on them court fees there, you could have got some Bescochitos. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely one of the best cookies out right now. Watch, let me get to the beat real quick.
And sponsored.
Biscochitos, the best edible in New Mexico right now. Make sure you guys get your hand on it. They could be found in Vice Dispensary, all of Amnesia dispensaries, and soon to be Cookies, and as well as Flor de la Flores. And make sure to get Bernie's non-medicated ones at Por Vida Coffee Shop and
Dia de los Baristas.
Dia de los Baristas. Yeah.